Just stop. Listen to the world around you. Hear the beat in the everyday noise. The rhythm is in the road, the trash can, and the kitchen sink. Welcome to the Rhythm of Life, the official podcast where we take a short look into the international percussion sensation known as Stomp. Stomp was a percussion group originating in Brighton, England, that used the body and ordinary objects to create a physical theater performance, using rhythms, acrobatics, and pantomime. Now, Stomp was created by Steve McNicholas and Luke Cresswell in 1991. They first worked together in 1981 as members of the street band Pookie Snackenberger and the theater group Cliffhanger. Together, these two groups presented a series of street comedy musicals at the Edinburgh Festival throughout the early 1980s. After two albums, a TV series, and extensive touring in Europe, Pookie Snackenberger then produced the Benz commercial for Heineken Lager, which was originally written and choreographed as part of the band's stage show. Now, fun fact, if you look closely, Benjamin Tin also appeared in the Heineken beer advert, playing a drum solo on Dustbin Lids. Gosh, who knew that years later audiences would be paying good money to see a performance born directly out of an advertisement to sell lager? Between 1987 and 1990, Cresswell directed and staged 4 large-scale outdoor events, including Beat the Clyde, which involved floating a drum orchestra on a pontoon in the center of Glasgow, and the largest of these events, the Heineken Hove Love Lagoon Show, involving a 120-piece drum orchestra featuring the Brighton Festival Chorus and a full orchestral string section. By the summer of 1991, Cresswell and McNicholas produced, financed, and directed the original Stomp show, previewing at London's Bloomsbury Theatre and then premiering at the Assembly Rooms in Edinburgh, where it became the Guardian's Critics' Choice and won the Daily Express's Best of the Fringe Award. Originally a 7-piece cast, Stomp grew to be an 8-person outfit with the addition of Fiona Wilkes in the fall of 1991. Well, between 1991 and 1994, the original cast of Stomp played to capacity audiences around the world. The touring culminated in a season at Sadler Wells Theatre in London in January of 1994, where Stomp received an Olivier Award nomination for the Best Entertainment Award, and instead won Best Choreography Award in a West End show. Well, by February of 1994, this unique production transferred to New York City's Orpheum Theatre, where it not only played for more than 11,000 performances, but it also won an Obie Award and a Drama Desk Award for Most Unique Theatrical Experience. Now, fun fact number 2. By 1994, not only did the Broadway cast appear in ABC's General Hospital, but by that summer, the first American cast was in place at the Orpheum, freeing up the original cast for a complete tour of North America and Japan. During the 2000 Brazilian festival called Carnival, Cresswell and McNicholas began production of their IMAX film entitled Pulse a Stomp Odyssey, which featured an international cast with performances from Kodo, Timbalada, and Ava Yerba Buena. After its release in the fall of 2002, the film won 2 awards, as well as receiving the Ultimate IMAX Award for Best Film at the Giant Screen Theatre Association in Montreal. By September of 2002, Stomp traveled back to London's West End, opening at the Vaudeville Theatre, and the transfer was a significant event, as it marked the show's transition to a permanent, long-running residence in the West End, after years of international touring and successful limited runs in the UK. After playing a successful 5-year run, the production would later transfer to the Ambassador Theatre in September of 2007, where it enjoyed a record-breaking 10-year run before closing in the West End after its 15-year run in October of 2017. Now, backing up, in 2006, not only did Stomp's New York production pass its 5,000th performance mark, But in that same year, Cresswell and McNicholas directed a public service announcement for television called Stomp Out Litter, which featured the cast sweeping up at iconic locations in the five boroughs. Now, the campaign was a joint effort by the New York City Department of Sanitation, the City of New York, and the environmental groups including Keep America Beautiful, Waste Management Incorporated, and other corporate sponsors. The campaign encouraged the general public to help keep New York City clean, urging New Yorkers not to litter. Well, with the success of Stomp, the original creators began a new venture, creating a brand new, unique musical and physical theater show titled Pandemonium: The Lost and Found Orchestra. It basically represents an evolution of the Stomp concept, moving beyond pure rhythm to explore melody, harmony, and the structure of a traditional orchestra using everyday objects. Now, while Stomp creates rhythm using everyday objects, Pandemonium transforms those objects into a complete symphony orchestra. The goal here is to replicate every section of an orchestra, including strings, brass, woodwinds, and percussion, using unconventional invented instruments. The show's instruments are cleverly engineered from household, office, and industrial objects such as garden hoses, traffic cones, water cooler bottles, and even your household vacuum cleaner. Now, the performing company known as LFO was typically a mix of veteran Stomp performers, including classical musicians, physical comedians, and aerialists. The performance was a highly choreographed and disciplined concert of complex music that draws on influences ranging from Philip Glass and Stravinsky to African tribal dances. Well, in 2010, the show was renamed and reworked for a U.S. tour, which launched in Miami, Florida, and unfortunately was canceled after only 3 weeks of performances. The creators cited the difficulty of launching a new and unknown project in the current economic climate as the reason for the cancellation. And with that, folks, we've come to the end of another beat on the clock here on the Rhythm of Life. Now, if you want to see Stomp live, well, guess what? You're still in luck, because you can find tickets for Stomp's current touring productions at stomponline.com. So next time you're walking down the street, waiting for the annoying bus, or emptying the kitchen trash, don't just tune out the noise, listen for the rhythm. Because that's the Stomp wavelength. And guess what? It's all around you.